Oh, did you see that we got our shout out on top 10s?
I did.
I know, so if you're watching as a result of the shout we got on top 10s, I appreciate it, it's very nice. I am a bit annoyed though, because Simon didn't read out the script that I sent. I asked him if Simon had said, yeah, you can check out Karl, he writes a lot of his articles. He's not as aerodynamic as I am. And I asked him, and in the script I put, runs hand through non-existent hair. I was well looking forward to seeing a bald guy just go, he's not as aerodynamic as I am. There are only a couple of people on this planet who can properly pull off a Star Trek uniform, and most of them were on Star Trek. As it turns out though, the spandex version of the uniform on Star Trek The Next Generation almost ruined Patrick Stewart's skeleton.
Sir?
To explain, in the first and second season of Star Trek The Next Generation, each member of the principal cast was given a form-fitting, testicle-sculpting spandex uniform, so tightly fitting that you couldn't watch certain episodes on a 3D TV without risking Commander Riker's wandering dick bulge, reaching out of your television and knocking over a nearby lamp.
Tell me about your sexual organs.
As you can imagine, wearing a form-fitting spandex uniform for hours at a time while launching endless waves of photon torpedoes at alien buttholes can cause quite a considerable amount of stress on a human body. Apparently they were made a couple of sizes too small, which made just lifting your arm or pressing a button or even walking quite difficult. And to quote Patrick Stewart, he said that every time you did something you had to fight against the spandex, which is just a terrible, terrible image. You should never have to fight against your clothing.
Wait a second.
Stop! What if Spider-Man had that problem?
Just, oh yeah, he just curled into a ball constantly because he can't lift his arms.
People must have complained.
Well, apparently by the end of the second season, virtually every member of the principal cast had complained at least once to the producers that the uniform was causing them back pain or dick cramp, which is not a thing I've made up, that happens. It kills over one American every year. No, do you know what the worst cramp is? There's no cramp, this is the worst. It's not dick cramp, it's when you get a cramp in the bottom of your foot. That's it, that's game over, man. Have you ever had that? I get it all the time and I don't know why, but that is the one where you feel it, it's basically a cramp in the ball, like the bottom bit of your foot there. You get that, game over, that's it, I'm down. It's like, this is it, can't tell my wife I love her, I'm done. Stepping on Lego, no, cramp in your foot. I've had it once when I was swimming and I genuinely thought I was going to die and I was in the shallow end.
I'm drowning! Oh God, I'm drowning!
What does Patrick Stewart's skeleton have to do with all this?
Well, Patrick Stewart went to his chiropractor because obviously the back pain he was suffering from to try and get it fixed, and his chiropractor said to him, look, Pat, I'm assuming that's how they talk, you need to get this sorted out, mate. You can't keep wearing that uniform, it's going to do you some permanent damage. Please, get it fixed, because if you keep wearing it, and you keep coming back with these problems, I'm not going to be able to fix them.
Do you reckon he'd end up in a wheelchair and that's why you got the Professor X job?
Maybe.
What do they call you? Wheels?
So just let that soak in. Patrick Stewart's skeleton doctor, a man whose job it is to fix skeletons, told him, please stop wearing this Star Trek uniform, otherwise it will cause irreparable damage to your skeletal system that even I can't fix.
I think it will be simpler if I simply change my uniform.
No one needs to suffer for their art that much. That's some Daniel Day-Lewis level of shit there for Star Trek. Have you heard the thing about how Patrick Stewart got his job on Star Trek? He signed on for something stupid like 3 or 4 seasons because he thought, oh, this stupid sci-fi show's never gonna go for that long. So he signed a massive long contract thinking, I'll get some quick cash and then I'll go back to acting on stage. And it turns out that it was this massive, huge thing. And he's like, oh, balls, I've signed on for the next 10 years.
No! No!
Eventually the problems got so bad that the cast banded together and approached the studio and told them basically, please fix these costumes, and they did. Rather than wearing spandex, they created less form-fitting ones that were 2 pieces instead of one just basically leotard that they had to wear, which made it more comfortable for the cast to walk around and meant they had more freedom of movement. They didn't damage their skeletons. Obviously the downside is they weren't so tight you could tell whether the cast had shaved their chest hair that day. So win-win, I guess. I've got to do like, comment, subscribe, don't I? Oh God, I'm just enjoying some freedom of movement. After hearing about all that, imagine wearing a costume where you can't move. That'd be awful. Joe Pick's like Star Trek's a really popular cosplay, isn't it? you think people complain about whether they should, if they want to like cosplay from the first season and they wear the proper ones, and they're all walking around, all crouched like hermits, and then people are like, no, season 3's better, why? And they're walking just wearing a normal uniform. Well, I don't have a damaged skeleton. That means if you want to be a proper Trekkie and you want to accurately cosplay someone from the first season of The Next Generation, you need to buy a spandex uniform that's like 2 sizes too small. I'm not that dedicated.
No, I like my skeleton.
My skeleton's alright. Do you know there's a skeleton inside you right now, trying to get out? Do you know when you brush your teeth, that's the only time you clean your skeleton? I think my favourite thing about skeletons is, do you ever play the game Dark Souls?
No, I know a lot about it.
In that game, you find lots of skeletons just like dead on the floor from like previous adventurers. And there was a thing going around for a while in every game where people would put notes on the floor saying, you can do it, skeleton. Don't give up, skeleton. In Dark Souls 3, there's actually a bit in the game where there's just a skeleton ball. It's so good. Have you seen the skeleton ball? You need to look in Dark Souls 3. I don't know where it is. There's a bit underground, and you walk down a flight of stairs, and a skeleton ball drops down behind you and rolls down.
A proper Raiders of the Lost Ark style.
Yeah, and it knocks you off the edge. So, okay. You got me, skeleton ball. What I'll let you do? So you go, you run out, run back in. Skeleton ball drops, rolls down. You think, I got your skeleton ball. Start walking downstairs. Skeleton ball comes back, comes all the way back up the stairs, and goes back up to where it dropped down. That got me about 4 times. Skeleton ball is legit.
Do you reckon that's all the skeletons that are not left?
We can do it. The skeletons, we rose up. Anyway, will you like, comment, subscribe, yes?
We can do like, comment, subscribe.
Okay. If you enjoyed the video, why not like, comment, or subscribe? Stop saying the bell. God damn it. Bell. Who cares about the bell? What? Imagine what was someone's mind. You're asking people to do 4 separate things. Like, they've already sat through a 7-minute long video. Now I'm asking you to like the video. Like, if you like the video, like it. Then comment. That's difficult. That's writing. That's hard.
It's not difficult if you're pissed off.
Oh, if you're angry,
Right,
yeah. If you're super angry. But you're asking people to do 4 things at the end of a video. Like, you've just sat through 7 minutes of content. Well done. Congratulations. Don't like, comment, subscribe, and click that bell. Go do something for you. Go get yourself a drink of water. Look after your skeleton. Clean it. Delicately. Lovingly. Every day.
Clean your skeleton.
Clean your skeleton, man. You gotta have a clean skeleton.